What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of the network. I'm going to make sure this is... Yep, that's that mic. It's called Caden's mic up there, but we're not using Caden's mic because Caden's not here. He is expired.
Caden has expired. He is moving on to bigger and better things. So, yeah, it's Network Live, and we'll start out by saying, we just got a care package in the mail from one of our viewers, Rusty John.
So today's episode is technically sponsored by Rusty John, sending us
Joe's Barbecue.
Joe's Barbecue from someplace up north.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
From Kansas City, Missouri, the best barbecue you can ever find in Kansas City, Missouri.
He says that, but I think Joe Klein's barbecue might be a rival. So Joe, you need to send us some barbecue next time around.
If he's listening.
We'll send him a link.
Yeah.
So, as tradition, we're going to our NFL weekly recap, except for this time, it is now going to be spearheaded by Easton.
There we go, yep. So we're going to first start off with Chris Jones, this breaking news, entered into the COVID protocols, and he has to test negative twice to be able to play against the Chargers. So, do you think if Chris Jones doesn't play in this game, it's going to be a factor, a big factor, and a big miss? Chris Jones is one of the star defensive players on the Chiefs. So if we don't have him, then we're screwed. We still got Melvin Ingram.
You're
and all
screwed
those guys.
anyway.
Yeah, shoot. Against a tough opponent too, against the Chargers.
Yeah. The only thing I think that's gonna hurt you on is if for some reason Austin Eckler just goes off, which I could see very likely because that's been y'all's weak point is stopping the run.
Stopping the run, yeah. But man, if we can get by this game, I feel like we have a good chance of making it to the Super Bowl or a playoff, make a good playoff run at least.
Definitely a good playoff run for sure.
Yeah. But then next, what a up and down game against the Washington football team versus the Dallas Cowboys. At some point, I turned it off. I turned off that game because it was an absolute blowout into the fourth quarter.
The Cowboys wanted every chance to let them win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and we said last episode that this game would be a toss-up because I feel like Washington always gives those teams a hard time, especially.
It's very weird. It seems like the games that Washington would win, they struggle with.
Exactly.
Like the games that you're like, oh, the other team's gonna blow Washington out. They gave that team a run for their money. It's like, whoa, this Washington team can be actually really good at some points, and other times you're like, well, this is not a team at all.
Yeah, so I turned it off, and then I come back because I got an alert on my phone that Dak Prescott threw a pick six, and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
It was just like, Dak Prescott, I think there was like 5 minutes left in the game. Like, why don't you just...
It was very late in the game, yeah.
So why not just hand Ezekiel Elliott the ball and just run out the clock?
It was kind of interesting to see that because... No, I can't remember. It might have been on a third down. I can't remember, though. Because I can't remember if they were trying to get the first down on a third down. But it was kind of weird to see them trying to throw the ball with up by 2 possessions at this point. And try to throw the ball and not just run the clock off.
Yeah.
Because if I was them, I would just, okay, you're down 2 possessions. Let's just play the field position game. Punt it down the field. Let y'all have to drive maybe 70, 75 yards back down the field to score and get the ball back.
Exactly.
Not throw a pick six and make it a 1-score game.
Yeah. And then, so our next rapid fire topic is the Bengals and the 49ers. Now, this game was dominated by the 49ers in the whole game. And then the fourth quarter hit, and the Bengals just kind of woke up. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, that duo just lit up the 49ers defense. But then, 49ers being the 49ers, they just came back and sealed the deal in overtime with a nice play by Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk has been one of those receivers that's just been up and down, and everybody's saying he's going to be the wide receiver one on San Francisco. But yeah, the next one is something that you wanted to elaborate on was the Bucks and Bills missed calls.
It was one missed call that
many missed calls.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. The only thing is that if you're gonna call a no call the entire game, but then call something very similar to it in overtime, you gotta be consistent. And I think that's the biggest thing that the NFL has a complaint about is that the refs are so inconsistent with calls throughout games that you can't say it's a pass interference at this portion of the game, but at this portion of the game it's different. And it just so happens it seems like it's always when Tom Brady's on the field it goes his way.
Yeah. Well,
now I don't know if that's just coincidence where there's something there.
Seriously, Tom Brady always gets the look, but it's just NFL refs these days are so inconsistent in these big games too that matter a lot. Imagine if Buffalo beat the Buccaneers.
That would have been interesting because the Bucks and the Bills have been kind of on a downhill.
Yeah,
here recently.
And they got it downhill for the rest of the year. They still got to play the Patriots, which, I mean, that's.
Is it at?
I think it's at Buffalo. Wait, no, it's at Foxborough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the only thing I could see with that game is that hopefully the win is not like it was when they played them in Buffalo.
But the Patriots won by just running the ball the whole time.
But see, this is the thing: the Bills aren't good running the ball on offense. So if you add their offense with the pass, how is the Patriots defense going to react to that? Now, the Patriots defense is one of the best in the NFL right now.
Yeah, they're one of the best, so I feel like they can respond really well. But just the Patriots beating the Bills just by running the ball the whole time, Mac Jones only throwing the ball 3 times, it's insane. And it's like, can they beat them with the run and then also implement the pass here and there? So, yeah. Who's
Go, I see you. Hush.
Who's that?
Joseph, we'll talk to you later, okay?
Talk to you later. Oh my God.
If you would, just leave a like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. And then also some bad news.
Terrible news.
Terrible news. The Lions have missed the playoffs.
Man, they're the only team with 4-digit record.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
Was it 1-11-1?
Yeah, it's 1-11-1. That's so weird. But yeah, that's the end of the recap. So, yeah. And then
So, moving out of the recap and going into more specific stuff here. Easton has set up Lamar Jackson is hurt, and are the Ravens even got a chance for the playoffs now?
Yeah, what do you think about this, Trevor?
I think they have a chance for the playoffs. Now, it might be a one-round exit, but I definitely think their playoff chances are still there. if they can start getting some people back healthy and everything, then.
But imagine if Lamar Jackson doesn't come back.
If Lamar Jackson doesn't come back, if they win.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. You're asking the Bengals and the Browns to win out, which is it's a tall order
Difficult.
to do.
I mean, that whole division is just awesome.
Yeah, it is. So if the Ravens don't, if Lamar Jackson isn't back, I don't. They can squeak by in the playoffs, but like you said, it's going to be an early round exit, just because how big of an impact Lamar Jackson has on the Ravens.
I mean, it's basically their offense.
Yeah,
it's a big spot in their offense.
Last week we joked that like this was Lamar's team.
Yeah.
In last episode, we literally said like this is Lamar's team. If he's out, then the Ravens are out.
Right. Yeah. To be honest, the Browns, I don't think they have to really worry about the Browns because the Browns have been so inconsistent this year.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they've come close to twice this year in the season. I mean, they beat them. The Ravens beat them 16-10, and then 24-22 Browns.
But that was a team without Lamar Jackson though. I mean, they had him the first like quarter. Yeah,
basically.
But then Huntley comes out and does that against the Browns.
But yeah, who knows? I hope the Ravens can squeak in, but do they really deserve to get in that playoff spot for the Browns? I think the Bengals deserve it more than the Ravens this year, just because I like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. That duo is so amazing.
Well, following up with that, who do you think will end up having the 7th seed in the AFC and NFC?
Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be interesting because, man, like it's a toss up between these two, like these four teams. Let me pull this up real quick. Shoot, I'm trying to find the standings.
If you ask me, the AFC would be between the Bengals either getting the top seed in their division and being the 3rd or 4th seed, or being the 7th seed, or swap it with the Ravens.
So if Buffalo beats the Patriots, do you think they'll be above the Colts and let's say the Colts lose? I think if Buffalo loses, they'll go up to 6. Colts will drop down, and then it'll be between them, the Browns, the Bengals, and then the Denver is still in the race. Yeah. They're pretty.
And they have a potential for it too.
Yeah, they still have a potential. So, I don't know. It's such all these both of the conferences are just both toss ups.
So tight. One team can do good, one team can do bad, and it could be completely different. Like the way it looks now can look completely different by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because each one of those spots is almost decided by a game or a game and a half.
Honestly, if I had to go to the NFC and choose a 7th seed right now, I'd go with Philadelphia at this point.
Really?
Because, yeah, Jalen Hurts has been having a weird good year. You wouldn't.
It does seem like he's been playing good, but the team hasn't.
Yeah, the team.
That's a weird thing.
But yeah, Washington. I think the Washington hype is kind of, it's kind of there, but I'd rather see a good team in Philadelphia that's been wanting that playoff spot.
It's definitely going to be interesting. So I think it's going to. Depending on what the schedule is, whoever has the strongest schedule or weakest schedule is definitely going to make it or not make it at this point. Because, like I said, they're all decided by a game or less or more. Just like game and a half. It's literally just going to depend who has the better schedule at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for that topic. Nathan's eating his barbecue.
It is pretty tasty. So the next note Easton has is the Bucks going for a back-to-back win.
Oh my god! No, back-to-back.
Back-to-back Super Bowl. Are they going for a back-and-back?
I don't know. So
they're going to fight for it more this year.
Oh yeah, because I mean their secondary is still a toss-up. I don't know, because the Packers. Every year it seems like the Packers are the best team in the NFC, and then for some reason they just choke in the playoffs. So I'm not getting my hopes high for the Packers. I'm looking at you are, because like last year, I remember Caden was like saying that the Packers are ready. This is their year. It's gonna be the Packers and Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and then they just.
I didn't feel like the Packers were last year.
They were good. It was just the coaching. It always screws them up. Matt LaFleur always.
It's not Mount LaFleur because you can't put that on Mount LaFleur going 2 seasons back to back 13-3.
I know, but he hasn't made it to that promised land though. He hasn't made it to the promised
He's
land.
a second year, third year coach.
This is only his 3rd year. Yeah, this is only.
This is amazing for that.
I mean, it is because you have.
I mean,
Aaron
what?
Rodgers.
You do have exceptions, but what coach has come in their first or second year and won a Super Bowl?
True.
Can you name any off the top of your head?
I literally can't. But,
now, granted, he did come into a great team.
Yeah, I mean, you have
had all the weapons he needed, but still,
But you can't really use that.
You
can't use it as an example because what's his face wasn't doing that with the same team.
McCarthy?
Yeah, McCarthy. He wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to give it solely to the team, then he should have been winning Super Bowls at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
But man, I'm not getting my hopes high for the Packers because every year it seems like they do the same thing over and over again.
I'll put it this way: I won't be surprised if they don't make it to the Super Bowl.
I want you guys to make it to the Super Bowl because
I would like it.
imagine a Chiefs and Packers Super Bowl. That'd
be fun.
That'd be insane. It'd be fun, and I don't
Will
want
we be back at school for that?
Huh?
We should be back up here for that, shouldn't
Oh
we?
yeah, I might go down, but I
That
might
was-
go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Go watch it with my people.
Where
Why?
is the Super Bowl this year? You know?
It's in L.A.
LA.
SoFi.
SoFi Stadium.
Yeah. Imagine if the Rams make it and then they win, and that kind of makes Tom Brady's win at the Buccaneers place
Mhm.
just in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny. But yeah, I think as of right now, I would say the Bucks look like the most complete team.
Oh yeah, Leonard Fournette.
Fournette's going off. Godwin. I mean, they're
I
doing
don't
this
know,
without
you,
AD.
you say that, but if, in my opinion, as long as the Packers stay healthy, they look just as complete right now.
The defense. Though,
Yeah,
that's the
your
thing
guys'
now.
defense just kind of confuses me. It just.
Says the guy without a defense.
Hey, our defense is good this year. Kansas City's defense is here, and I told you guys.
It took them a little bit to get here.
It took them a long time.
It took them half season to realize they were a football team.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is football.
Yeah.
But just back to my point. As of just like right now, just these past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Aaron Rodgers has looked amazing these past couple weeks.
Even
too.
with the broke toe.
Yeah, even with the broke toe. But the Bucks are looking really good, sitting where they are. And like I said, they're doing all this offensive destruction without AB. Chris Godwin's going off. Gronk has been playing really good. Fournette has come out of nowhere. Well, I say that, but we had that whole debate a couple episodes ago. But
with Fournette.
yeah, but it's just funny to see how Tom Brady just seems like he can go anywhere and make a team good.
Yeah, I mean he really got lucky with Chris Godwin, and I mean Fournette, man, when he gets those little passes out in the flat, you know this is gonna be a 10-yard run because he bulldozed. I think 2 of Buffalo's cornerbacks, just made it look like it was light work.
I mean, and y'all might be in a comment section be like, "Oh, you guys are forgetting about Mike Evans." Yes, Mike Evans is there, and he's really good when it comes to end zone
height, creating separations. Because he caught this one touchdown pass that was insane, where he jumped maybe like 20 feet up in the air and just barely caught it off the tips of his
does
fingers.
seem like that. But what I'm trying to get at is that Chris Godwin and Leonard Fournette, all these players that, yes, their names are out there, but you just wouldn't expect them to play at the level they're playing right now. And that's what's just kind of amazing me right now is that these guys, I wouldn't really say came out of nowhere, but just not what you would expect to come out of them almost every single game. Like, they're playing at the same level every single game.
Yeah.
Where in the past, they could be up here one game, but then the next game be like down here, not put much production up at all. But they've been really consistent here these past couple of games. If they keep that up, it's going to be real scary when it comes to the postseason.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't want Tom Brady to get a back-to-back Super Bowl. I seriously do not. I like that he won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. Congratulations. But back-to-back just boosts his ego even more, and it just makes me so mad. And then I got to see another video of him doing the "Guess Who's Back? Back again," something like that with Gronkowski again.
Yep.
I don't want to see that again. I don't. I really want to see a new team. I want to see the Packers in the Super Bowl. I want to see Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl. I want to see Tom Brady in.
If I were to pick a team I would like to see in the Super Bowl other than the Bucks, it would definitely be the Rams or Packers because I wouldn't say they have the most hype, but that's just You haven't seen the Packers in 10 years.
I know.
12 years.
Yeah.
The Rams made it a couple years ago, but lost to Tom Brady.
In the worst Super Bowl game of all time.
Yeah, was it 13-3 or something like that?
No, it was 10-3.
10-3?
10-3, 13-3,
yeah,
whatever.
something like that. But even still, Tom. It just seems like this past 10 years it's been Tom Brady or just some other team. It's just.
Yeah. Plus, it would like.
It's either been Brady or the Chiefs lately.
Yeah. Which is weird coming from you, Nathan.
Well, but I mean, seriously, I mean, the Chiefs have been in there, what 2 out of the last 4 years?
Yeah.
In the past 2 years.
Yeah, we should have beat the Patriots. Stupid offsides call, whatever it was. I even forgot that. That's long gone. I don't even remember that guy's name.
Took it out of your memory banks.
Yeah, it's out of my. He might have been on the Chiefs for 7 years. I can't remember his name, but yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but oh yeah, Matt Stafford. I think if Matt Stafford made it to the Super Bowl, I think it would just open our eyes that Matt Stafford had so much potential, just like kept away.
Building
you know?
up.
Yeah, he had so much potential within him, but he was just on a bad team. Bad coaching and just a bad organization, and then you give him like a good coach, a good solid foundation. Like, look what he's doing. He's looking pretty solid. They've had a few games where it's like, nah.
I mean, well, what team hasn't had a couple
Exactly.
bad games
I mean,
year?
the Chiefs have.
Like I said, the Bills are going through a rough patch right now.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona kind of went through a rough patch there for a little bit without
Kyler
Murray and Hopkins.
Yeah.
The Ravens can't stay consistent.
Yeah, the Ravens can't stay consistent.
Tennessee lost to who did they lose to? They lost to a bad team. Yeah.
Oh, the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
But that was way early in the season still.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's talking like Green Bay losing to the New Orleans. So
yeah. Well, yeah. What else we got? Okay.
Well, you got a note saying that if the Chargers win, I guess that win out the rest of the season, they take the division.
Yeah, this is a big game. If the Chargers beat the Chiefs, they will take the division because they beat them. Because they'll beat them because of the tiebreaker.
Now, how does that work? If the Chargers were to beat Kansas this next game,
yeah,
they would have 2 wins over Kansas City.
Then also,
but what happens if Kansas City has a better record?
Mm-hmm.
If the Chargers don't win the rest of the season, but how do they do that?
It will go to how many conference wins they have in their division and stuff like that. They'll go after that. But I think the Chargers would win in that category. I think they have a lot more. They have more conference wins than us.
Here's your fact check, Trevor.
Fact check. 5 coaches have made it to the Super Bowl in their first season as a head coach. Thank you.
Who can you read them? We got. Oh, of course you. These are probably old players that I.
Or coaches.
Okay, yeah, Bill Callahan. I recognize that name just because it's the Raiders and Don McCaffrey. Those names I didn't know the others though. But yeah,
okay, maybe Trevor should have said modern coaches.
Modern coaches.
The first
modern day coaches. 2000. Yeah.
Dang, we're 20 years into 2000 already.
Yeah, that's insane. But
wow,
yeah,
that blows my mind.
Okay, so Madden team. So the last
I'll pull them records up here.
Yeah, I got the records up. So last week we did a draft for how many slots did we do?
We did 24.
24, yeah. We drafted a team and then we put it in Madden, but
no, 25.
25
because it was
22.
We had a flex for offense and defense.
Kicker.
And then we had a kicker.
Yeah.
So it'd be 25.
Yeah. So we drafted a full team and we put it in Madden. And I'm saying Caden put it in Madden, stayed up till like 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, he hit run and went to bed.
I could just hear him the whole night, like screaming because it was so frustrating. But yeah, do you want to read the results, Nathan? Or
so for awards, we had MVP was Aaron Rodgers, which was Caden's.
Mm-hmm.
Coach of the Year was Bill Belichick, which was also Caden.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Defensive Player of the Year was T.J. Watt, which Trevor had.
No, I did.
You had?
Yeah, I had
okay.
T.J. Watt.
And then we don't care about rookies.
Yeah.
Because we didn't choose any of them.
Someone took Michael Parsons.
Did they?
I think Caden took Michael Parsons.
Caden took Michael Parsons.
Okay.
Yeah,
then Defensive Rookie of the Year was Michael Parsons then.
Mm-hmm.
Caden's overalls were, and this is all the overalls are going to go from overall offense defense. He was 96, 97, 96.
So he had a stacked team. And
Yeah. Then I was.
Oh no, you gotta see his record was he went 17-0.
Yeah, his record was 17-0.
First in offensive scoring.
He had first in just about everything.
Yeah, he had the best team, but just wait till the playoffs.
And then my team was 93 overall, 99 offense, 87 defense. My record was 13-4. I ain't gonna say who I lost to.
The Lions.
Easton's team was 93 overall, 95 offense, 92 defense, with also a 17-0 record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Easton and Caden
Because
didn't play each other.
Mahomes, baby. Pat
They
Mahomes.
they should have played each other. I don't know why they didn't. It was a
We
fluke
played each other
the,
in the playoffs.
That was it. It was a fluke in the system.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trevor had the worst team overall. He
Still
had
had a better record than you.
he had an 89 overall team, 91 offense, 88 defense, and he went 14-3. In the playoffs, it was the Patriots versus the Chiefs.
Caden versus me.
Caden versus Easton, and Caden won 30-24.
Yeah.
Then it was me and Trevor with the Rams, and we went 38-31. Trevor, and then Trevor and Caden go to Super Bowl. Trevor wins 45-42.
Now that's just insane.
What I gotta say, I mean,
Dude, Trevor had the worst.
Hey, I can say I had a Pro Bowler though.
You had a Pro Bowl.
I had a Pro Bowler.
That's your
Actually, no, I
participation
had
trophy.
two. I had two Pro Bowlers actually.
That's your participation trophy.
Prescott and Jones both were Pro Bowlers.
Oh,
Look at that. That was my offense.
There you go, Nathan. Nathan get him the smallest trophy there is.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I did something trophy.
yeah, we don't gotta read all that. That's
Yeah, no,
That's
hey, I ain't
extra.
doing all that.
Shout out to Caden because he literally spent like the whole night after we were done live streaming. He went straight into Madden and was doing that, and that's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, it'd be fun though.
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna be missed.
yeah. R.I.P. We're gonna put a little tombstone in the new logo that
Maybe.
Nathan's doing.
If I can bring that into fruition,
Yeah,
if that's even a word.
yeah. Is that even? I've never heard that word before.
I've heard something similar to it. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
And then,
Should we go into college?
Well, we gotta do our rapid fire.
Oh yeah.
So read off our record for
Oh yeah. So
last week.
So Caden and I got 12 out of 14 games right, and then Nathan and Trevor got 11 games right.
Out of 14.
Out of 14. Nathan, you got Pittsburgh wrong.
Yeah,
you
well, I
got-
found that out like seconds after we.
Yeah, we were done live streaming. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and he's like, I'm regretting this pick.
Well, but then they came back.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
almost
They
did come back.
almost
And then
came back.
Yeah, we need to talk about Chase Claypool.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on with Chase Claypool?
Well, he's benched, and then he comes back, and he's like, now the best wide receiver. It's Tom Holland? Not Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland's playing in the NFL now.
Yeah, Holland, their coach, just basically gave him the best talk ever and just boosted his ego and went off. That was insane. That was an insane game. But then you guys all missed the Carolina-Atlanta game. I got that right. I knew my Matty Ice baby just got that right. And then Nathan got the Cleveland game wrong. Oh, no, he got it right. Cleveland won. I can't believe you picked that. Who would have guessed that? He's got
The Browns.
The Browns would win. I mean, 9 times out of 10, and that one time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nathan usually picks for the upsets, and that was the upset.
Yeah, that was the upset. And then you guys got the Cincinnati-San Francisco game wrong, which that was a
good game.
That was
a
a good
really good game.
Yeah, but then I got the Arizona game wrong.
Yeah.
I think that Kyler Murray would live up to his potential and actually take his.
Hey, don't worry.
Well,
they should
I
have
think-
it this weekend.
But I think the Rams are actually, they seem set now.
Yeah,
And I think they're going to be playing a lot better football here coming out.
yeah. All right. Well, so,
So, going into this week's rapid fire, starting off on Thursday night, we have the Chiefs at the Chargers, and I am personally taking the Chargers this time again.
Okay. I'm picking the Chiefs. I got to. I always do.
This is why I'm going to pick the Chargers.
They're home.
What
They're
happens if the Chiefs
home,
change?
and they've already beat the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs are looking really good here recently. So
But
it's gonna be
so
a
have been the
hard game,
Chargers.
but I usually go with the home team when it comes to the games
I
like
can't.
this.
I'm going home for that game too. I can't wait to be with my Kansas Cityans watching the Chiefs game, getting pissed off, yelling at the TV, yelling at Tyrann Matthews.
Why Mahomes is throwing all these picks? I don't understand it. He's gonna text me. I feel it. So then we have the Raiders versus the Browns. I'm taking the Browns.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
I'm taking the Browns too.
We're not even gonna say that team's name anymore. They are now the Jack and the Neverland Pirates. That's
Raiders. I think it was awesome what they did. It was mental warfare.
No,
but it didn't work.
Didn't work out at all. Nope. If anything, it pissed off the Chiefs.
Yeah, it did. Cause man, the Raiders. I almost said their name. I'm never saying. I almost said it.
Easton.
By the way, Jack and the Neverland Pirates is a kids' TV show that my girlfriend's
I've never
little
heard of it
sister
before.
watches on Nickelodeon. So they're I'm never saying their name again unless they beat us. But yeah, keep on continuing.
Anyway, next we have the Patriots at the Colts. I'm gonna take the Patriots. The Patriots have a showcase that they can defeat any team with just running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna take the Patriots.
Taking
too.
the Patriots
On that one.
Yeah.
Next we have the Titans at the Steelers.
Oh man, I'm gonna take.
And I'm taking the Titans this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans.
You're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm taking the Steelers.
Do you think the Steelers are
I
gonna
don't
win?
think you're that crazy because I thought about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but
I think Tennessee is more set up for it.
Are they though? Because like they're AFC. This is a weird year. I feel like.
Yeah, something.
All right, now.
But then we have the Panthers at the Bills. That should be the Bills.
That should
I'm
be
going with the Bills.
That should be a game that the Bills win.
I need my Bills to win.
Then we got a good game.
You mean Josh Allen?
Yeah, I need Josh Allen to do good.
So then we have a pretty good game. We have the football team playing at the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. You like the football team?
I would give the Eagles my pick because they're home, but it would also be the Eagles to let Washington beat them at home.
Yeah, true.
That is very true.
But yeah,
I'm going to take the football team.
I'll let you take the upset. Oh, it's not really upset, but I'll let you take that pick.
Yeah,
I like my Eagles.
Jalen Hurts, man. He's just been.
I want the Eagles to win, but I feel like Washington's going to get it.
Yeah, but we don't know what Terry McLaurin's gonna do. So.
But then we got another good game.
Oh,
a nice. Hey, this is an even matchup right here. Both teams are 2-11.
And they're both eliminated from the playoffs.
So they got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So it should be a really good game, actually.
This is weird.
It's the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm picking Jacksonville.
I'm gonna
pick Jacksonville too.
Because they're going to be home. Neither of these teams have nothing to lose. But Houston's just going to be in a shitty mood, and Jacksonville's going to be just happy to be home.
I'm going to take Houston because I literally don't have a reason why. I don't mind missing this game. I just want to. I have no clue. Let's move on, please.
That's either going to be a really good game or it's somehow going to be a blowout one
it's
way or
going
the
to
other.
be a 3-0 game.
That's hell. Who knows? Next, we have the Cowboys playing against the Giants at the Giants.
The Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Cowboys should have it.
But I can see this being a good game.
Watch Timmy Tenders
hope
be
it's
upset.
Not. I mean, Saquon's back, so it could give him a hard time. But if the Cowboys find a way to lose this game,
I mean, the Giants are a team that like to scare people.
Yeah.
Well, they want to.
Yeah.
They want to, but they just fail.
Next, we have another pretty interesting game going on here. We have a 10-3 Arizona Cardinals going to a 4-digit or 4 whatever record team, Detroit Lions.
1-11-1. I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Hey, oh man, this kind of sucks. After this week, they're not going to be one across the board.
I know. Just take it all in. Take it all in.
I'm
boys.
taking the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Hey, they did have a pretty good. That was a fun game watching.
When they won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny. Against the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings of all people too.
I know.
The Vikings aren't that good of a team this year.
Yeah.
They
weird.
beat us.
Yeah.
We had a fluke game.
Hell, something. Next, we have another pretty good game. The Jets at the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
I'm taking the Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah, Dolphins move on.
Well, yeah, okay. This should
Oh
also
my
be a
gosh.
good game. And a 7-6 record even game. We have the Bengals at the Broncos.
Dude, I don't know. I think the Bengals will win. I think
I'm going with the Bengals just because I want them to make the playoffs.
Yeah, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
I really have nothing else to say about the game.
Yeah.
You don't know. The only thing that the Broncos are going to have from this game is that they're going to be home.
Yeah,
and it seems like the Bengals don't really play good away.
They got Javonte Williams. He's a pretty good rookie too. He made a statement for the Chiefs, but they lost, so it doesn't matter.
I'm going to take the Broncos.
You are? That's not a bad pick.
Seeing what they've done to some of these teams this season.
Yeah,
Next, we have right here, right?
Yeah.
We have the Falcons versus the 49ers.
The Niners.
Another good game.
Yeah, I'm
Could be.
I'm going to take the 49ers.
Yeah, they're home. I'm taking them.
They're home. That's the only reason. It's not because Debo Samuel and all those guys.
Debo has been fun to watch lately.
Yeah, he's a running back, and then he's a wide
He's
receiver.
a wide receiver, literally sitting in the running back position right now.
I know,
Pretty much, yeah.
And you got Brandon Ayuk, man. That guy, he's living up to the potential. I feel like, yeah.
And then next off, we have the Seahawks at the Rams. That should be our Rams game.
Rams.
Next, we have the Packers at the Ravens.
Packers.
I'm taking Packers.
The Packers, with the way the Ravens are looking right now.
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
Next, we have what I think could actually be a pretty decent game.
Tom Brady's kryptonite ever since he's went to the Bucks.
Yeah.
We have New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm gonna take the Saints here. I'm gonna go.
I'm going to take the Saints too. I don't expect
Trevor, you gonna
it.
join the train?
Nope, Bucks.
I don't expect it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Vanilla over here.
And then lastly on Monday night we have the Vikings versus the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the Bears.
Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook.
No, I'm going to go 2 weeks back to back with the Bears.
You are?
And they're going to do it again.
As Packers fans, wow. You're picking the Bears to win?
This is the best they've been in 20 years.
Yeah, they haven't been this good since the fridge.
No, I mean, when Trubisky got Chicago, he did
care.
good his first year, but
Ugh.
Trubisky is a bench player now.
Yeah.
So, rolling over into college football, our buddy Brandon, who occasionally watches, occasionally he does. He's about the only person that comments on our old expired live streams and old videos. But he requested that we gotta pick a couple bowl games that we feel would be pretty interesting to watch outside of like the main college football playoff bowl games, because those are obvious going to be good games.
Yeah, those are obviously going to be good games. But yeah, if you guys want to start.
I'm personally going for the Notre Dame Oklahoma State game. I feel like those are two pretty decent teams, and I remember a lot of people talking down about Notre Dame this season. But they ended up finishing 11-1.
Yeah, I mean they only lost to Cincinnati because
which was a really good team.
Yeah, it's a really good team. People are debating like should they be in the college playoffs?
Who, Notre Dame?
Notre Dame above
potentially,
Cincinnati. Yeah, potentially, but I mean they lost to Cincinnati. Now,
right, so it's going to be a tiebreaker.
Now if Notre Dame beats Cincinnati, they have my vote, no question.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and if they had beaten Cincinnati, they'd be the only undefeated team. So.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So obviously they would have to go. Yeah,
which is weird. People are really upset. A lot of people are upset. I'm not upset Cincinnati's in the top 4, honestly. I think it's new. It's fun.
To me,
it gives them a test.
The only thing to me that's kind of interesting is how they decide these picks when they play very few people back and forth between each other.
That's my only thing. Nah.
Like how many teams have both Cincinnati and Georgia played?
I don't think anybody.
No, I don't think anybody.
Yeah. Did they even play each other?
Nope.
No, they didn't.
So how do you rank that?
Exactly.
So
it's gonna be better next year when they have a 10-person.
If they do that.
10 team. I hope they do that,
They
man.
need to, because it's almost impossible when you start getting teams up this high in rankings and everything. It's impossible to say, okay, this guy is better than this guy. They beat them here, so they're better and stuff like that. It's you don't know, so you got to figure out. Okay, since we don't know, we're just gonna have them play, and then just whoever wins goes off. And
also, I would love to see. To be inside the college football playoff, I think it should be required that teams play more non-conference games.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see every team have to play another team from every conference. Like, you had to play one team from every
Or
conference
just
at
kind of do
least.
it like the NFL. Just whoever wins the conference gets that seed, and then each team from the best conference goes to the college football playoffs.
Yeah, that could
Well,
be good
if
too.
you were to do that, then you would have to divide the entire NCAA
Oh,
by
yeah.
an East and West,
Yeah, true.
which you could do,
that.
and it
Yeah.
would work.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing that would be cool about that is that you would never see Alabama versus Georgia again.
I mean, you could.
Not in the conference game because they would both be on the East.
Yeah, true.
Depends on where they put them.
Yeah.
Right, but I guarantee you they would both be on the East.
But yeah, going back to the Notre Dame Oklahoma State game.
Well, yeah, and then Oklahoma State is 11-2 overall,
They were
losing their.
to
So-
Baylor. They were inches short. Inches.
Literally,
Literally
So-
inches short.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It
Twice.
says in
Twice, yeah.
conference. It says they were 8-1. Is the conference game?
Against Baylor, I feel like it is.
So that was their conference playoff game.
Yeah.
Okay, so they went undefeated in the conference,
Mm-hmm.
but then lost it at the end.
Yeah, which if they would have won that game, they would have been 4th,
Mm-hmm.
ranked 4th all day.
Which is funny is that they still are overall ranked in top of that conference.
Yeah, which is weird that they're 9th. That's pretty low. I mean, they did lose.
But
to
there's
Georgia.
so many teams that are like 11-1 or
Mhm.
11-2 or whatever, or 12-1.
Yeah, but Oklahoma State, their quarterback Spencer Saunders, he's lights out. And then you got on the other side, you got Kyron Williams, running back for Notre Dame. He's solid.
The only thing that's going to be interesting about Notre Dame is not having their head coach there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
It's going to be very
awkward.
interesting.
Who's coaching that game?
I think it's the defensive coordinator.
Okay.
I think. I'm
That's
not
so
positive,
funny.
but
It's
I think
probably
it
going to
is.
be one of the two if everyone didn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think
but that's
what
going to
it
be my
is.
pick. I think that would be because, in a sense, to me, in a parallel universe, this is a college football playoff game.
Oh yeah. And then what do you got, Trevor?
I think the most interesting bowl game is going to be Baylor Ole Miss because you got a really good offensive team with
Mhm.
Ole Miss,
Oh yeah, Corral.
and then you got a really good Baylor defense.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just lights out. Doesn't want anybody scoring on them.
Mhm.
I like it. Just with the Oklahoma State game,
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State was literally inches
Oh.
from scoring.
Yeah.
And Baylor was like, nope, you're not getting in here. You're going to have to fight for this. You're going to have to out-muscle us to get
Mhm.
into this end zone.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
They didn't.
And that's going to be very interesting to see how an elite offense is going to go up against an elite defense to see who plays better.
Mm-hmm. And they're both averaging the same amount of points.
Mhm.
So this is probably that's one of the most head-to-head bowl games.
It'd be very interesting if
Mhm.
Baylor could come out and win this game because I would say Ole Miss was a really hyped team this year, and they played really good.
Oh yeah.
I think their only bad loss was against Alabama. But
Mhm.
Bama's a really good team this year. I mean, they're one
Yeah, they're one.
and everything. So I mean,
Gosh.
it'd be interesting to see Baylor win this and Baylor be back up there in the college
Mhm.
football playoff, like just in college football in general.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, my pick is gonna be the Rose Bowl, I think, or the Rose Bowl, Utah versus Ohio State.
That's gonna be
And
very interesting.
I think Utah will pull this one out, just because Utah took Oregon and
They just seem like they want to win more.
yeah,
than
they
Ohio
do.
State does.
Ohio State. I've never loved Ohio State. I've
Oh,
never liked them.
To be honest, I have never talked to somebody who wasn't from Ohio or was a diehard Ohio State fan that liked Ohio State.
Yeah, no,
Everyone else that has said that
Yeah.
has nothing to do with Ohio State does not like
Mhm.
Ohio State at all.
Now, CJ Stroud, he has my respect. He is a great quarterback. But Utah just has this thing to where they are wanting to win more than you.
Mhm.
They're going to have that. And their running back, I mean, shoot. He was a real big factor in both of the Oregon's game. Or
yep.
Tavon Thomas, man, if Ohio State can't stop them, they're not winning. But yeah,
For sure.
Utah, I think, will pull off an upset against Ohio State, and imagine we come back next episode, they just get blown out.
That'd be,
So
it'd be real fun. I mean, it's really hard with these bowl games
Mm-hmm.
because you have seniors sitting out.
You have
Because
coaches sitting
Yeah,
out.
because you got coaches changes, you got players sitting out because they want to go to the NFL draft. So you're not getting the best of the team that you've seen all season, unless you're the top 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And just like with the Arkansas game, our best wide receiver is sitting out,
which is really weird because like bowl games are fun. Like these are important games. Right?
Yeah, but do you really want to lose your
NFL spot?
Yeah.
If you get injured, then just play some of it. I mean, just sitting out completely.
I really
especially Burks. Like, is it Burks that's sitting out?
Yeah, Traylon Burks is sitting out.
Yeah. Like, what the hell?
I really have nothing good or bad to say about that. I mean, it's their opinion. They can do what they want, and if they think sitting out is the best for them, then hey, do it.
That's gonna be a better game than Mizzou Army. If there's any Mizzou fans out there, Army's gonna win. I'm telling. I'm a Mizzou fan. Army's gonna. I think they're gonna pull it off. But yeah. So next we want to talk about Alabama, Cincinnati, and and then Michigan and Georgia.
Bama's gonna destroy Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
I think Georgia's going to destroy Oregon.
I think it's going to be...
Is it Michigan, whoever you said?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close the first 2 quarters.
With Georgia and Michigan?
No. Alabama,
really?
Cincinnati. I could see it being like a 7-13 type deal. Bama being ahead.
Yeah, it seems like Alabama just kind of wakes up in the second, in the third and fourth quarter.
Alabama has home.
It's not a home thing.
It's not a home. Well. No, it's not a.
Well, okay,
but Alabama fans, they will travel.
They will.
Well, that's what I mean. Does either one get a home advantage at the bowl site?
Mm-hmm.
Does either one of the teams get a home advantage at the bowl site?
I mean, a little bit.
It just kind of depends on who's closer to the stadium.
Yeah, where is the Cotton Bowl at? Where is that played at? I have no clue. Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be a close first half, but I just think Bama's going to come out.
Yeah, the second half, and then Heisman winner, Bryce Young is just going to pop out of nowhere and just destroy Cincinnati. Even though I've been on the Cincinnati train this entire year, and seeing them in there it's happy. I'm happy.
I was supposed to say, if we had Caden here, Caden would be like, "Yep, Cincinnati's beating Bama and everything." Yeah. I'm gonna be looking over here like, actually, "What the heck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I talked to him the other day about it, and he thinks Cincinnati's gonna get blown out, and it's gonna be embarrassing. So yeah, and then Georgia and Michigan.
The Cotton Bowl is in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, so Alabama.
So it will be closer for Alabama.
Yeah, Cincinnati. That's oh my god. Yeah, there's gonna be tons of Alabama fans there. But yeah, and then we got the Georgia Michigan game,
which is the what bowl?
The Orange Bowl. And
I believe Michigan's.
I think Michigan's gonna win it. I think Jim Harbaugh. This is his year. Every year we say like this is Jim Harbaugh's year.
Took him 17
years. This is his year. This is his team to beat. I think Georgia. I think as a group we kind of overhyped Georgia. I will admit it. I kind of overhyped Georgia.
So this one is in the Miami Gardens, Florida.
Yeah.
So Georgia will have home advantage in that case.
Yeah. But we kind of overhyped Georgia just a little bit.
These are really 2 good defenses playing each other, and it just kind of depends on what offense is going to outdo the defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, shoot, they have like a 70% chance of. They have Georgia winning at 70%, which is.
I believe it.
I mean, it's weird, but like.
I feel like out of these 2 games, this is going to be the game to watch.
Oh yeah, I'm turning. This is gonna be the first game. Whenever I'm at like a New Year's party, I'm watching this game, and my eyes aren't gonna be taken away from it. But yeah, and then we got so we all think Alabama's gonna win, and then,
I think it's either gonna be Bama and Georgia or Bama and Michigan. I would really love to see Bama and Michigan.
Yeah,
I mean, if you ask me, it's going either Cincinnati's either gonna win like very closely. Or Bama's going to pull away and just have it.
Yeah,
that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think Michigan's going to win it all this year.
All of it.
I think this is their year. They went from being ranked 25.
That would be interesting because it would be the first team that's just like would be crazy out of the woodwork that we haven't seen.
I don't even think I saw something to where like Michigan is the first team to be non-ranked and then come back and be in the college playoffs. I think that's right. But they've come so far, and for them not to win it all this year just be the biggest letdown because they've come this far. So, yeah, that's my take. I think Michigan's gonna pull it out and win it all, which would be so fun and so interesting. But yeah.
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
The Suns are the best team in the NBA.
I was about to say, is there anything NBA wise to talk about right now?
I mean, regular season.
Baseball's done, right?
Steph Curry and the Michael Jordan topic needs to be in the next episode, I feel like.
What, Steph Curry's more like a Michael Jordan player than LeBron James is?
Yes.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, okay, so then,
we
can go in more depth.
There ain't much of a conversation there.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry, man, has really just bounced
This is
their
the only
team
reason
back.
why I say that. Yes, LeBron James is an outstanding NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
But what has he brought to the NBA that no other player has?
Exactly. Like
Jordan was that offensive guy and defensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you have a player that's good on defense and a player that's good on offense. You really don't have one that's both.
Yeah, well,
Michael Jordan was like the first player to be like that.
Yeah.
And it'd be really good, like elite player on both sides of the court. LeBron James is kind of that same player, so he hasn't really brought anything new to the game.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, best shooter in the league.
Yeah, he might beat that record tonight.
He could, yeah. Steph Curry was it Ray Allen's 3-point record?
Yeah. He's definitely
that's something he has brought something new to the game that no player before him has. Now you can argue that Ray Allen was lights out shooter, which he was because, like I said, Steph Curry is about to break his record and everything. But Steph Curry,
he's more creative with it though.
Yeah.
He shows a little bit more swagger than Ray Allen. I feel like
he can do more than just shoot the ball, which gives him more opportunities to shoot the ball because he's more creative, more talented to move around and make you screw up so he can take the shot.
Yeah. But yeah, well, LeBron James had a really good rookie year. Didn't win a championship, but then he went to the Heat. He fortunately had Ray Allen to make a 3-pointer to win him a championship. And then whenever he went back to Cleveland, that was like that was LeBron's peak because he took that team that was scraps and brought him to a championship. Just one.
To me, the weirdest thing about LeBron is that he's a power forward playing in a point guard position.
I know. He plays.
Which he plays anywhere. Which to me,
that's bringing something new to the
game. That is bringing something new to the game. But he also sucks at defense.
Yeah. He's not.
He's average. He's average on defense.
I always take that back because chase down block, insane.
I mean, he's a good blocks,
lockdown defender.
But on average, he just sits and watches as much as every other player does.
It just doesn't. Granted, this is later in his years of playing and everything, but it just seems like recently he just doesn't have that oomph to want to play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to look at it, like the NBA has changed over the years. Like back then, Michael Jordan could get away with freaking hacking somebody in the head and something. Now you barely touch someone on defense.
Well, and the game is also played completely differently now.
Oh yeah,
these new younger players play a much more
half court.
Well, they shooting from half court, and it's a much more fast paced game.
Yeah, back then it was shots from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and jumpers from Larry Bird.
And the big names that we were talking about were people like Shaquille O'Neal, people like Joe Klein.
Well, Joe Klein's really not that big.
Well, still, but people know who he is.
Yeah.
And Larry Bird, big guys. NBA was made up of big people, but now all the prime players are my size.
Yeah,
at just over 6 foot, making these fast stuff go.
But then there's 6'2" and 6'5".
Yeah, but the one exception really is LeBron and
Kevin Durant.
Well, James Harden's around our size.
He's 6'8".
Oh, okay,
he is. Oh my god.
He looks short out there.
He does.
He's a chubby guy.
Well, but even then, really, the only really big people we really talk about as far as ball handlers is LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
I'm saying Kyrie Irving. If you talk about pure ball handling, Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry are the top two guys, and they're not the tallest people in the league.
Exactly. I think Steph Curry is 6'2".
Yeah,
he not?
I think he is.
Yeah. But yeah, so and if LeBron trying to go to these offenses that are playing towards that type of play style, he doesn't fit in it.
He really doesn't.
And LeBron also comes from a type of NBA that plays, it's my offense, and y'all are helping me get to the goal.
Oh yeah,
he's not much of a pass it off kind of dude.
Yeah,
he's gonna drive it in and try to murder people before passing it around.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm going to go eat some more barbecue.
I think I am too. I'm gonna have my ribs I never had because I didn't want to touch my keyboard with sticky fingers.
Yeah, but yeah. So next week.
Next week is gonna be interesting. If and this I'm doing. I don't care that we're talking about this on the live stream because well, it depends on how scheduling goes. It's definitely gonna be over Zoom call. If I can set it up to where Trevor and I can go to our dad's office, then I'll stream it.
Okay.
Because I enjoy streaming it like this better than I do
I think
editing and then turning around and.
Yeah, I don't like
But
editing at 12 o'clock at night.
Or we can Zoom call it. You record it on yours, edit and upload whenever you got it done.
Yeah.
So, but by this time next week we'll have more time to let people know.
And it's not if like I want to do like the podcast with some of the.
Yeah, if you wanted to bring someone with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Have Mr. Rusty John come on.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Since he knows all the old coaches.
Have your dad come up there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I might have. He might stop by. Barbecue guy. Big barbecue beanie John guy. But yeah. All right.
Is that all we got?
That's all I got, man.
Well, with that said, then, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for everyone watching this later. I know Brandon's going to be watching it later on. I think he said tomorrow or so. But that's all we have for tonight. Like and subscribe. Peace out.